In games like Overwatch, there are many ways to succeed, and it feels like when it comes to your teammates, even more to fail. And if you are like me, I bet you feel like you must be getting close to figuring out all the ways to fail. I'll give you the bad news now. You will never run out of ways to derank, but I bet I can help you minimize those mistakes while getting a success in there every once in a while. I'm Hidden, and this is Hidden Gaming. What are you missing? The idea I want to bring to you today is the Triumph Triangle. While the name leaves one underwhelmed, if you follow its messages, improvement in-game and even out-of-game can be achieved. For those of you that have played on my team that have an IQ of an average houseplant, a triangle has 3 points. Out of pure coincidence, there are 3 points to the victory triangle. The first point is game knowledge. This is by far the easiest to gain, and the best part is you're already doing it. That's right, by watching videos like this one. Shameless plug to like and subscribe and watch my other subpar videos. Seriously, you get this by playing the game, watching videos and talking about it with your friends. The more you learn, the better you will play. This is the easiest to gain, but also easy to plateau with. Game knowledge will only take you as far as a skateboard on a highway. Sure, you can move and taunt others with your vast knowledge of kickflips, but when they drive past you at 120 kilometers per hour, you will feel inadequate as you should. So how do you put rockets on that board? That brings me to point 2. Game mechanics. In most games, it's commonly known as mechanical skill. This is your ability to pull those sweet McCree flick shots as the opposing team screams aimbot in pure whiny 12-year-old fashion. Hey, take solace. If they have such good aim compared to you and are playing in your competitive lobby, that means they lack the other parts of the triangle to a severe degree. Mechanical skill is generally gained by playing the game. Time and effort will yield the most consistent, lasting results for developing mechanical skill. But there are a few ways to accelerate this and let you get the most out of your time and effort. See my hidden practices video on how to improve this skill. Seeing as Overwatch is my first FPS on PC, this is by far my most lacking skill. I bet you some of you are even watching wondering how I even achieved the rank of Diamond, let alone Plat. It's because of the third and most important part of the winning triangle. This is the point that most people fail on and the real reason I felt inspired to take on the channel and roast some potatoes. This point separates the wolves from the sheep and can change you from a Derek Zoolander to a Jason Bourne by itself. The third and last point is situational awareness. You might be disappointed in this last one, or you might not know what it truly means. Well, I'm here to tell you that situational awareness alone can take you from bronze to a diamond. So, what is situational awareness? Wikipedia defines it as follows. Situational awareness is the perception of environmental elements and events with respect to time or space, the comprehension of their meaning and the projection of their status after some variable has changed, such as time, or some other variable, such as a predetermined event. This may sound tough, and some big words were chosen. In essence, it means you know what is going on around you and preparing for future events based on that information. And the best news, it can be learned. So why is this important? Well, let's do an example. Take Reaper. Under normal circumstances, he comes from a flank and tries to get a pick before cowardly wraithing back to his team for high fives while telling them that he totally nailed that mercy. But what if instead of wraithing away after you start shooting at him, he moves into your team's formation? Most people know what he is doing but fail to recognize this fast enough in a game environment. That's right, he is going for his ult. And if you are the crazy Ryan chasing him with your hammer, you did your team no favors. Having good situational awareness gives you time to move away or maybe position yourself to take him out or even protect your team, rendering him not very effective. So, now you know the potential of this new skill. How do I learn to improve this magical power, you ask yourself? Well, with great power comes some steep learnings. That's right, unlike some things me and other actual YouTubers say for clickbait, like one simple trick to get to diamond, I am preaching the opposite right now. Having good situational awareness is definitely a hard skill to master, but improvement through small increments can easily be achieved. Now, we don't have nearly enough time to go through every single situation that can pop up in Overwatch, so what I will tell you is a way to think in every situation. It's called the OODA, or OODA loop, and it was created by John Boyd, a military strategist. It stands for Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. Let's take that through my example before and identify each step. You notice that Reaper is wraithing toward your team instead of away. That's an observation. You realizing that this is not a normal play is orientating yourself to the situation. You positioning yourself to best deal with this threat is the deciding part, and when he ults is you acting on that. Sounds like a lot when you go through it. This only takes a second, and once you get good, you should do most situations way faster, as the faster you can perform this, the better off you will be. Typically, in high rank play, the team that can go through this loop the fastest will win over their slower opponent. So, where to begin on improving this skill? There are many ways to improve this, but the most effective that I know of is being aware of their team. Once the game is going, take a look at their team composition and continue to do so throughout the game. When you press tab, the first thing you should look at is their composition, and yours, not your irrelevant medals. What are they running? Is it working or not, and why? If they change to Widow in the middle of the game, it's nice to notice this before she domes you or your supports. These callouts can save you the game and make their failed surprise Bastion pick another excuse for their team to become toxic. You can take this a step further with role reversal. Look at their team comp. Who will you be dealing with the most in your role? Can you be effective in your role with them? If they have a D.Va Ryan combo, can you be as effective with 76? How about your abilities? Your ult? What will the situation have to look like to use these effectively and add value to your team? During the poke battle, can you account for all 6 opponents? Is there a Sombra or a Genji that is missing? Where are they? Where are your supports in relation to them? If they get dove by the flankers, what is your next move? If the Rhine makes a charge, what is your move? If his shield drops, what is your move? These are the things to be thinking about during the play and even after to come up with better solutions for next time. Whenever you die, don't skip the kill cam. See what they saw and learn not to let that happen again if you can. Is it poor positioning? How can I be aware and avoid that in the future? The game gives you constant feedback. Just be prepared to listen to it now and again. A game mode that'll help you learn this the most is Mystery Heroes. No, it's not like Scooby-Doo. Well, it kind of is with everyone running around after each other in random directions, but that's not the point. This game mode has it that you change heroes randomly at every spawn. This makes it great for always changing situations. It works not only getting you familiar with all the heroes, but how to use them in many different situations. Being familiar with all heroes will help you play your favorites much better as you understand how to deal with other threats and help your team out much more effectively, as you understand their roles to a much higher degree. So there it is. The Great Triangle in all its glory, with game knowledge, mechanical skill, and situational awareness being the 3 big parts to your game and where you sit in the pecking order. Once you start to expand your game knowledge, I hope you begin to see past the rules and meta, as some of your duller teammates might suggest, and begin to break them as you become that much more aware of the game and its complexities. Because in the end, that's all the meta is. Find a way to win more than losing. So guys, what do you think? Is there any part of the triangle that I'm missing or underrepresenting? Is there anything else that you'd like to see me cover on this topic? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Hidden, and this is Hidden Gaming, and when it comes to your game, what are you missing? Alright guys, play the game right here, my 5 kill. What? Oh my god, this Torb must have had the best play of the game ever. Let's just see. What? What's he doing? I lost play of the game to this. I can see why there's maybe a little bit of bitterness towards Torb right